I've had this die grinder for about 6 months now, and when I first bought it, I showed it to everybody and promised I would do a little review of it after I got to know it, after I formed an opinion of it. So today, I thought I would show you what I think about my Milwaukee cordless die grinder. And while I'm at it, I thought I might as well talk about the Milwaukee angle grinder. I've had it a lot longer. I've probably had it a year or so. And just to cut right to the chase, I'm really happy with both of these tools. Now, cordless tools are always a compromise. They generally don't have quite as much power as a corded tool. And of course, you have to deal with changing batteries and charging batteries. And frankly, they're considerably more expensive. But in my shop, it seems like where I want to use a tool varies from day to day, and there's not always a convenient outlet. So you got to stretch an extension cord, or you got to crawl behind a bench somewhere, or you end up with it plugged in over there somewhere and that the cord is crossing around over in front of where you're trying to work. Just a real nuisance sometimes. And while that's all stuff that can be dealt with, and you do save money by buying corded tools, I have found that these cordless tools have really been more convenient to use. I actually use them more because they are so convenient. There are a lot of times I would have gone to a chop saw or something else, but now I just put a cutoff wheel on the angle grinder and I use it. It's a lot faster, it's a lot simpler. I can do that right here at the vise. I don't have to go out to the other part of the shop, and I've really liked that convenience. Now, Milwaukee has also put a nice quick release on here. It's got a spindle lock button there and a little flip up here, and I thought this was kind of gimmicky. I didn't think I was going to like it, but it actually works pretty darn well. So I use it all the time. I don't have to have a wrench for it. Now it's got some holes in it, so you can put a spanner wrench in there if you needed to. But it's real quick and easy to change discs and change tools. And that's been something I've actually grown to like about it, even though initially I thought I wouldn't like that feature. The die grinder, of course, like most die grinders, needs a couple of wrenches to change the bits, but it's not hard to do, and of course they include the wrenches. And it'll hold any 1/4-inch shank tool like any other die grinder would. Now, of course, this die grinder is considerably larger than an air die grinder. For the ultimate in performance, the air die grinders probably do last longer. They probably perform better. They're just an all-around good tool. But I don't always like messing around with an air hose, and this is not something I use all day, every day. If I were using these for an hour straight on a regular basis, or 2 hours on a regular basis, I would probably go with a corded tool. And I still have corded angle grinders around. I haven't switched completely over to this. I don't have a corded die grinder anymore. I bought this because my old die grinder broke and gave up. And I do have a couple of air die grinders that if I was going to work long hours, that's probably what I would use. Really, the air hoses, though, are stiffer and less cooperative than an electrical cord on the back of a tool. So that can still be a nuisance trying to get right into where you want to work. And this is still really nice for that. As far as battery life goes, I lose track of when I change batteries on these. I don't know how long the batteries last. Unless I'm just really working hard on a given day with something that's going to take a lot of grinding, which again is something I just really don't do very often. I don't change the batteries in a single session. Usually it's been a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I think I have no idea when I changed the battery last, when it finally goes dead and I have to change it. And that seems to be the case with all of these Milwaukee M18 fuel tools. That's a product line, it's a brushless tool, and they all seem to have excellent battery life. Now, battery tools are getting better all across the board. All the brands are getting better than they used to be. But at one point I had all DeWalt tools with an older technology battery system, and they were terrible. I couldn't go a half an hour with the angle grinder that I had with that system. And this one, like I say, I have no idea how long I go because I just don't worry about changing the batteries. I just use it and it's not a big deal. And the same thing goes for my Milwaukee cordless drill. It's also been an excellent tool. So if you're looking for cordless tools, I really have been very happy with the Milwaukee brand. If you have a brand you're using now, sometimes it's easier to just stick with that, even if it's got Even if it has a few little issues, I fully understand it's easier not to have multiple battery systems. That gets really confusing when this tool uses this battery and that uses that battery. You got to have one whole workbench just devoted to charging batteries. So it's good to stick with what you've got, but if you're looking for a whole new system, if you don't have cordless tools, I can't recommend the Milwaukee tools enough. I really have been happy with them. They aren't cheap, they are an investment, but they are something that you should have for years and years to come. And no, Milwaukee is not paying me to advertise their tools. I have not spoken with Milwaukee. They haven't given me any free tools, no promotion, no money back or anything like that. This is mostly just because I really like these tools and I wouldn't recommend them if I didn't like them. However, I do have some affiliate links down below in the description to CPO outlets, and they sell all sorts of tools, whether you like Milwaukee or Metabo or Makita or any of the other major tool brands. If you follow one of those links and then do your shopping down there, I do get a little kickback. I think it's 2 or 3%. It's not much. So far in the 6 months that I've had those links, I've made a whole $5. But if you are looking for tools, whether they're these tools or whether you want corded tools, or like I say, you would rather go to Metabo, which are outstanding tools. And in fact, I'm probably going to buy a corded Metabo die grinder just to have one on a cord in the shop, because there are times that would be nice. But again, if you just follow those links, doesn't matter what you buy, it doesn't cost you any more to use those links, and I might get to buy a beer out of the deal. But that's all I've got on that subject. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you haven't done so already, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button. Feel free to stick around, watch a few of the other videos, share the videos with your friends, but then by all means, make time in your day to get out to your shop, make something, but stay safe, wear your safety glasses. We'll see you for the next one.